So, I'm kind of getting the reputation of just reviewing high-end stuff, and I don't really want it to be that way. I don't buy something just to review it generally, but I don't review stuff that somebody would give me for free. And so for me, I generally would only review stuff that I would vape. I was thinking about that tonight. Is that quite fair? Because I generally vape on higher end equipment, and as it is lately, I'm only reviewing high end equipment. So I'm going to break one of my rules just once. And there's a reason that I'm breaking this rule. And that is, I'm going to review something that I went out and bought with the express intentions of reviewing it. So, and there's a reason for that. And so, I guess without further ado, I'm going to review the disposable NJOY Kings from NJOY. And here we go. So, I'm reviewing this because I got quite a few messages about what would be something that I could potentially give somebody, or potentially get somebody to get them into at least having the idea that vaping could be a successful cessation of smoking technique. And so I said, all right, I'll do a review. I went out and I bought a few different electronic cigarettes. I bought disposable blue. I bought a disposable swisher that I actually have thrown out, I think, before I ever even got home with it. And I bought a few of these NJOY Kings because this is kind of the, I guess, the craze right now in the disposables. So, what do I think? I guess it's been a while since I've had a cigarette. So for me, the idea of a cigarette would be pretty foreign. Because it's been a while, but I will say, just preemptively to doing this, I lit up a cigarette and took a drag off of it, and it was the most wretched, most amazingly horrible thing I had ever inhaled, it felt like to me, and it surprised me. I used to love that. Isn't that amazing? And so to start, we'll start with this little blue stick thing, because there's a lot of people who buy these things thinking it's something that's going to help them, you know, quit smoking. It's going to help them, you know, kick the habit. And so, and man, it looks so awesome. It's got this little swirly paisley pattern. It's black. It's got a blue light. Man, it's a cool looking device. And then we got to vape it. And if I was to buy this with the intentions of switching from cigarettes to electronic cigarettes, would this be effective? No. The vapor is less than a cigarette for sure. And I'm kind of a vapor hound, you know. I've got some high-end Genesises, and the big thing is, how big a cloud can I blow? So this, I think, even trying to be empathetic and look at it from the eyes of a smoker, this tastes ridiculously bad. The vapor is just, it's ridiculously bad. Everything about this is ridiculously bad. So, if this was my first idea, and ironically, 2 years ago, the first time I tried electronic cigarettes, it wasn't a disposable blue. It was on the blue kit. Had the blue kit, used it for a few hours, went back smoking, threw it in the trash. In 2 years, blues, disposables, it's no better. You can figure that might be going somewhere. So then we go to this thing, and I have been just ridiculously playing with this thing. You know, I've had tried NJOYs before, and they're just horrible. There was nothing good about the NJOYs I tried before. But there's been some talk about these, so I thought I'd get one. Or a few of them, actually. And maybe if they worked good, pass them out. So, first thing is, my wife, I drove her nuts on the way home just clicking this freaking thing. It's like a Zippo lighter. If you were ever a Zippo user, you know what I mean. You would sit and flick it and flip it and flip it and flick it. You just do it. I drove her nuts on the way home because it's been a long time since I've had like the Zippo concept. So yeah, it's kind of like a pack of cigarettes, I guess. That was the idea. Open it up and pull it out and have it go. It's so light, ridiculously light. And it feels like a cigarette. It's small, it doesn't really weigh anything like a cigarette. You know, a lot of people talk about the squishy filter. Yeah, it's squishy, but it's just, you know, really cheap thin wall plastic. So of course it's going to give, but it's not, I don't think it's like a cigarette butt. But it's really, what does it taste like? How does it vape? What's the vapor production? And if I was thinking as a smoker, would this give me the idea that maybe there is a way out through the world of electronic cigarettes? So let's have a vape and see. This is a bold. I probably took 4 or 5 puffs off this particular one. It's a pretty decent amount of vapor. It's got a tobacco-y-ish, tobacco-y flavor. It's got a, oh, that's wretched, like a cigarette taste to it. And as a vapor, as an electronic cigarette user, I'm used to things that taste good. I vape things that taste good. But a person who smokes cigarettes isn't aware or even can even try to imagine the joys of vaping because my wife brought it back. Because this is what they tried. So this thing, it's very cigarette-esque. You know, you almost do get the burning paper. You get the tobacco. You get the cigarette. It's not far. And when I say not far, I guess, you know, with what I'm comparing it to, it wouldn't take much to beat, I guess, to get above the bar on that. So this, I think, is a stepping stone. I think it could be. If you've got a loved one that's, you know, this is ridiculous to them, which, you know, this is a Carabello with a Hellfire Mega. This would be ridiculous if I tried to hand this to one of my smoking friends and say, hey, this will get you to quit smoking. Like, I'm not going to carry that big goofy thing around. No way, that's ridiculous. But I could give them this. And this could at least give them the idea that, maybe there's something to this vaping thing. Yeah, the squishy filter. Even, you know, the attention to detail is phenomenal. The ash on the end it's very ashy, and when you take a drag off of it, it doesn't just light up. It actually lights up a bit down into the paper. It's very cigarette-esque. You know, they say it's the equivalent to 2 packs of cigarettes. It's not. I blew through one of these in an hour. But I think if you gave somebody one of these and explained to them that, you know, it's not going to last very long, don't get into buying it thinking that it is the, I don't know, the end-all be-all, it's the equivalent to 2 packs of cigarettes. You know, that's a big lie, I think, that really hurts in getting people to convert to electronic cigarettes. I think if you handed this to somebody with the express intentions of them just seeing that vaping could be satisfying, I think it would be very effective. I've got a few extras. I'm going to a vape meet tomorrow night. It's actually at a bar. I'm going to give a couple of these away to some cigarette smokers and just say, hey, tell me what you think. I think I'm going to video that too, and put that up here and see what, you know, an actual smoker, because it's hard for me to have that perspective now. But as it stands right now, if, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, if smoking a cigarette was a 10, it's a good 8. This is a 2. It's no good. It's no good. Throw it away. The Swisher that I bought, it was the Swisher Menthol, I think. I mean, I was dry hitting that thing in five pulls. I was already getting a wretched dry hit off the atomizer. I think NJOY's got something here. It's ridiculously expensive. I could smoke 7 of these in a day. From a 3-pack a day smoker, 7 of these would cost you about 40 bucks. I think they're 40, 50 bucks. You know, they're $8 a piece. It's a good stepping stone. Is this I can quit smoking with NJOY Kings? Absolutely not. Because, you know, I was spending 15 bucks a day smoking cigarettes. It cost me 40 bucks to get through a day with these. But it is a, maybe there's something to it. So I'm going to have to say that's it. The menthol one, you know, Very similar. It's got squishy filter. It's got the the ashy on the end. I've been playing with this thing this whole video. I love playing with it. I personally wouldn't take this anywhere. I'm a vape everywhere guy. I was vaping at a restaurant last night, vaped at a hospital, vaped at a doctor's office. I vape everywhere because when somebody asks me about it, it gives me an opportunity to say, you know, hey, there's a way to not smoke. I was a 3-pack a day smoker for 22 years. So yeah, the NJOY King. I think they got something here. Let's get them down to 3 for $8, and I think then NJOY could corner the market on the disposable cigarettes. Be strong and vape on. JC West. We'll see you again next time. Go buy one of these and give it to a smoker. Do them a favor. That's it. See you next time.